Hello students, welcome back to our science class. In the previous lecture, we had studied about buoyant force and today we will learn about Archimedes' principle. You have a beaker filled with water and you have put your index finger inside it. What will you observe? You will observe that the water level rises slightly. If you put two fingers in it, then water level rises up more. And now, when you put your hand up to the wrist level, you see that the water level increases significantly. So here, we can notice that the water is displaced by the object that goes in. Now try this. Take a long rubber band and cut it at one point. At one of its ends, tie a clean washed stone or a 50-gram weight. Now hold the other end of the rubber band and make a mark there. Keep the stone hanging in air and measure the length of the rubber band from the stone to the mark made earlier. Now take water in a pot and hold the rubber band at such a height that the stone sinks in it. Again measure the length of the rubber band up to the mark. What is observed? This length is shorter than the earlier length. While dipping the stone in water, length of the stretch rubber gets slowly reduced and is minimum when it sinks completely. What could be the reason for a shorter length of the rubber band in water? So when the stone is sunk in water, a buoyant force acts on it in the upward direction. The weight of the stone acts downwards. Therefore, the force which acts on it in the downward direction is effectively reduced. How much is the magnitude of the buoyant force? Is it the same for all the liquids? Is the buoyant force of equal magnitude for all objects? The answers to these questions are embodied in Archimedes' principle. So this principle states that when an object is partially or fully immersed in a fluid, a force of buoyancy acts on it in the upward direction. This force is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced by the object. In simple words, we can say that the buoyant force applied by the fluid is equal to the weight of the displaced fluid. Where has this principle applied? Can you think of its example? Yes. The large ship floats on water. It's simple. See, if the weight of the water displaced by the vessel below the keel is equivalent to the vessel's weight, then everything above the keel will remain afloat. That's because the water also applies an upward buoyant force on the ship, which is same as the water displaced by it. Now I will give a brief introduction of the scientist Archimedes. Archimedes was a Greek scientist and a mathematician with sharp intelligence. He found out the value of pi by numerical calculations. His knowledge of levers, pulleys, wheels in physics was useful to the Greek army in fighting against the Roman army. He became famous due to his work in geometry and mechanics. When he entered a bathtub for taking bath, he discovered the above principle by observing the overflowing water. He came out in the same state shouting, "Eureka! Eureka!" meaning, "I found it! I found it!" The use of Archimedes' principle is very wide. This principle has been used in the construction of ships and submarines. The instruments such as lactometer, hygrometer are based on this principle. Now let us learn density of a substance and relative density. So density means how much mass exists in a given volume. So the formula of density is equal to mass upon volume. The SI unit of density is kilogram per meter cube. The property density is very useful in deciding the purity of the substance. The relative density of a substance is expressed with respect to the density of the water. Relative density is equal to density of a substance upon density of water. This being a ratio of two equal physical quantities, it has no unit. Relative density of a substance is called its specific gravity. Here are some solved examples. Example first. The area of the bottom of a tiffin box is 0.25 meters square and weight is 50 Newton. Calculate the pressure exerted by the box on the shelf. Given area is equal to 0.25 meters square. Weight of the box is equal to 50 Newton. So what is the pressure? Pressure is equal to force upon area. So substitute the values. 50 Newton upon 0.25 meters square is equal to 200 Newton per meter square. So the pressure exerted by the box is 200 Newton per meter square. Second example. Calculate the relative density of iron if the density of water is 10 raised to 3 kg per meter cube and the density of iron is 7.85 into 10 raised to 3 kg per meter cube. Given density of water is equal to 10 raised to 3 kg per meter cube. Density of iron is equal to 7.85 into 10 raised to 3 kg per meter cube. So what is the relative density of iron? Relative density of iron is equal to density of iron upon density of water is equal to 7.85 into 10 raised to 3 kg per meter cube upon 10 raised to 3 kg per meter cube is equal to 7.85. So the relative density of iron is 7.85. Third example. The area of the tip of a screw is 0.5 millimeter square and its weight is 0.5 Newton. Calculate the pressure in Pascal exerted by the screw on a wooden plank. So given area is equal to 0.5 into 10 raised to minus 6 meter square. So here we are going to conversion of millimeter into meter. So 1 millimeter is equal to 10 raised to minus 3 meter. That is 1 upon 1000 meter. So 1 millimeter square is equal to 10 raised to minus 6 meter square. So 0.5 millimeter square is equal to 0.5 into 10 raised to minus 6 meter square. Weight of the screw is equal to 0.5 Newton. Pressure is equal to what? So pressure is equal to weight upon area. So substitute the values. Weight is equal to 0.5 Newton upon area, that is 0.5 into 10 raised to minus 6 meter square. So 0.5 Newton, 0.5 value will be cancelled, is equal to 10 raised to 6 Newton per meter square, that is 10 raised to 6 Pascal. So the pressure exerted by the screw on a wooden plank is 10 raised to 6 Pascal. Fourth example. Mass of a block of metal is 10 kg, that is kilogram, and its dimensions are length 50 centimeter, breadth 10 centimeter, height 20 centimeter. If the metal block is placed on the following surface on the table, find out on which of the surface ABCD, CDEF and BCFG will the pressure exerted on the table be maximum. So see figure. Now given weight of the block is equal to mg. Mg means mass into acceleration due to gravity. That is, mg is the gravitational force acting on an object. So here we are going to consider mg is the gravitational force acting on this block of a metal. And value of the acceleration due to gravity, it is constant, that is 9.8 meter per second square. So here we are going to substitute the values. Weight of the block is equal to mg, that is mass into acceleration due to gravity. So mass, it is given 10. So 10 into 9.8 Newton is equal to 98 Newton. Now for the surface A, B, C, D, length 50 centimeter, height 20 centimeter. So area is equal to length into breadth, that is 50 into 20 centimeter, that is 1000 centimeter square. Now here we are going to convert centimeter into meter. So 1 centimeter is equal to 1 upon 100 meter, that is 10 raised to minus 2 meter. So 1 centimeter square is equal to 10 raised to minus 4 meter square, and 1000 centimeter square is equal to 0.1 meter square. So pressure is equal to weight upon area. So weight 98 and area 0.1. So is equal to 980 Pascal. So you have to solve this example. You will get pressure is equal to 980 Pascal. Now for the surface CDEF, length is given 50 centimeter and breadth is 10 centimeter. So area is equal to length into breadth, that is 500 centimeter square. That is, we are going to convert centimeter into meter. So we will get the value 0.05 meter square, as I have explained in the above surface. So pressure is equal to weight upon area. So weight is provided, that is 9800 upon 5 is equal to 1960 Pascal. Now for the surface BCFG, height 20 centimeter, breadth is 10 centimeter and area is equal to 20 into 10, that is 200 centimeter square, is equal to 0.02 meter square. After conversion we will get this value. So pressure is equal to weight upon area, that is 98 upon 0.02 meter square is equal to 4900 Pascal. So maximum pressure. So it is maximum pressure. Hence the smaller the area of contact, larger is the pressure. Now fifth example. A piece of marble tile weighs 100 gram in air. If its density is 2.5 gram per cubic centimeter, what will be its weight in water? So weight in air is equal to 100 grams. Density is given 2.5 gram per cubic centimeter. Therefore volume is equal to 100 gram upon 2.5 gram cubic centimeter is equal to 40 cubic centimeter. Therefore, according to the Archimedes principle, when the piece is dipped in water, water of volume equal to the volume of the piece, that is 40 cubic centimeter, will be displaced. The loss in the weight of the piece will be equal to the weight of the displaced water, that is 40 gram. Therefore, weight in water is equal to 100 gram minus 40 gram is equal to 60 gram. So today we have completed our lesson number 3, and today's homework, read lesson number 3. Thank you.